Futures trading platforms. There's a lot of platforms out there. You've got Tradevate, you got NinjaTrader, you got Quant Tower. There's a lot of them. The one that I'm using most of the time is Tradevate. It's web-based. You can also download it. I use the web-based. You can open it in any web browser on your Mac, on your PC, whatever it is. I like it because it's easy, it's simple. I don't need to go crazy. I don't need the most advanced platform out there. There's a lot of platforms. There's a lot of choices. But for me, a lot of the prop firms out there, they offer Tradevate. It's kind of the go-to platform when it comes to getting into trading futures. You can also open your own personal account with Tradevate as well. So I use Tradevate. It really comes down to a personal preference. You're going to kind of go through this learning curve of seeing different platforms out there, trying different platforms, looking at different platforms, and really trying to figure out like what works best for you. As you can see here, you've got, your buttons, you buy buttons, your sell buttons, your exit, market, and cancel buttons. You can adjust your sizing, and you could put orders on the chart. This is sometimes a cool thing to do. You can put your order right there on the chart. So like I just put my buy order right there. I can put a buy order just by clicking on the chart. Down there below as well, I can move it around. I got my DOM over here on the side. Your DOM is the direct order matrix, which is showing you kind of where the orders are in the book and stuff like that. And it really is a personal journey to figuring out what platform works best for you. One thing that I've learned as a trader after 7 years is really just focusing on finding a platform that just works. You don't need to overcomplicate it. You don't need a million different features. You really just need a platform that allows you to buy and to sell. I don't really do any of my charting on the actual trading platform. I'm using TradingView for that, which we'll talk about later. But in general, I think most of the platforms, they work, and it really just comes down to kind of figuring out what works best for you. And also depending on what prop firm that you sign up for. Different prop firms have different platforms, different deals, and yeah, you really just have to kind of go through it and learn. But for me personally, I'm using Tradevate. I like the idea that I can just buy and sell and click right there on the actual chart. So which is kind of nice for me as a momentum trader. I'm able to just like put my order, hey, look, bang, I'm buying. Hey, look, I can put it right there and sell. I can just move stuff around. Very easy to use. Zooming in and out with my little mouse wheel there. And you can really kind of dial it in and see what works best for you. I think Tradevate really just does everything that I need to do personally. It's free to use with most brokers as well, with the prop firms and stuff. So I don't think you need to overcomplicate it. And this is definitely one of those things that you'll just have to kind of go through learning yourself. Like, hey, I like this. I like the way it works. I like the way it looks. It kind of works for me. Everyone's a little different when it comes to like visually. If, some people are very like visual people and other people don't really care. They don't want to have a pretty platform. They would like to use something very basic. I think it really comes down to your personal preference. So for me, I'm using Tradevate. Like I said, this allows me to copy, trade different accounts as well. And yeah, it just works. So I wish I had a better answer and could tell you exactly the #1 platform out there, but this really comes down to just trial and error. I think if you're going to start out, there's nothing wrong with starting out with Tradevate and then kind of doing research and looking into other platforms out there and seeing kind of what options are out there, what features are out there, what's going to help you as a trader and what's going to hinder you as a trader. You really don't want too much going on. You want to keep it simple and you want to make it easy. Like I said, you want to be like, for me, it's like, I love that I can just click on it, put my order there, and bang. I'm like waiting for my trade now.